welcome back to Western Nebraska Community College. Cougar Palace, our site, as we get ready for the second boys semifinal game here as Gretna East, as they come in at 11-5, and they will take on Gering coming in at 9-6. As we pause, let's take a break and we'll come back.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
It's going to get ugly then. Back at WNCC as we get you set up for this boys' second semifinal game of the day. Let's take a look at our starting lineups brought to you by the UNMC College of Nursing. For the Gretna East Griffins, they will start this way. It'll be Jake Hawley, a 6'2 senior, Lucas Winterbore, a 6'3 junior, Carson Herman, a 6'3 senior, Connor Levinson, a 6'2 junior, and Lawson Bear, a 6'2 junior. Gering, as we just looked over on the bench, Hezekiah Garcia in street clothes for Gering, so that's a big blow to Gering here this afternoon, but they will start this way. It'll be Rylan Ray, a 6'3 junior, Gage Ruziska, 5'9 senior, Ayler Bell, a 5'11 junior, Max Judy, a 6'2 junior, and rounding out the starters for Gering, it will be Coulter Shelato, a 6'1 junior. So with Garcia out of the lineup, that's going to mean extra time for Deacon Tuttle, Drew Soule for the Gering Bulldogs. So he was a big part of Gering's win last night. He had 10 points in the win over Shadron. And look, I don't know if something happened after the game or what, but Garcia not in uniform this afternoon for Gering. Winterbore will jump it up against Rylan Ray. Gering, the home team in the white uniforms. Gretna East, the visitors in the black uniforms. As the Griffins control the opening tap, and they will move from right to left. Here's Herman out front as they work it right side to Hawley. Levinson with it as they dump it inside. Now a kick out to Hawley for three, and Jake Hawley makes it 3-0 Gretna East. Gering's first opportunity. Rylan Ray right side outside. Max Judy, top of the key. Here's Shelato driving into the paint. Cut off, looking. They'll finally dump it to Ayler Bell, cutting to the basket, and Ayler bobbles the pass. And a first turnover for Gering to give it right back to the Griffins. As we said, they're 11-5 on the year, riding a 3-game winning streak. Levinson, right side with it. Gets it to Winterbore. Winterbore drives into the lane. Kick out into the corner. They work it quickly to Herman. Herman against Judy. Down low in the paint. He'll put up the jumper in the paint that doesn't go. Rebound tipped out. Back outside to Hawley for three. And Hawley starts it off with back-to-back threes. And very quickly, 6-0 Gretna East. Ruziska driving outside. Top of the key, here's Judy. Ayler Bell with it. Shelato, top of the key. Off to Ruziska. Ruziska into the paint. Nothing doing there. He's cut off. 12 seconds left on the shot clock. Judy drives baseline. And he steps on the baseline. And Gering coming up empty on their first two offensive possessions down the floor.
A state tournament team a year ago, Gretna East, got beaten round one by Scotts Bluff, led that game by double digits at halftime.
Hawley with it, nice pass inside as he finds Winterbore, and Winterbore puts it up and in, and it's 8-0. Gering, a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with him. 8-0 Gretna East on the West Coast scoreboard.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scotts Bluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least one float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug.
Back at Western Nebraska Community College, Gretna East has jumped out to a quick 8-0 lead here in the first quarter. Gering looking for their first points as we go underneath 6 minutes. Judy on the left wing gets it inside to Bell. Back to Judy from the corner for three. Too strong. Rebound tipped around. Hawley comes up with it. Hawley up the left side to the corner to Winterbore. Work it over to Levinson in the corner. Driving and dumping it down low. The rebound by Bear won't go. And Bear with the reach-in foul. That'll be the first on him. First team foul on Gretna East. And Gering with it, moving from left to right. Here's Ruziska. Gets a high screen from Judy. Pick and roll not there. They try to work it inside. That pass knocked away by Levinson. They try to get it to Bear to Hawley, but Shelito gets in the way of that pass, and Shelito throws it away. Herman with it. Hawley drives left side, kick out. Three ball on the way from Levinson. That falls through. Connor Levinson with three. And it's an 11-0 run by the Griffins to start this one off. Ray at the Gering end in the corner, Ruziska. Back to Max Judy. Judy drives into the paint, puts up the jumper. That comes up short. Rylan Ray, offensive rebound, and he's fouled on the putback. Rylan Ray, who had a little bit of sickness last night, did not start the second half for Gering, suffering from a little bit of a migraine headache. But he still managed to come up with 6 points. The foul was on Carson Herman. That's his first. First one on the way from Rylan Ray, falls through. Rylan shooting 74% coming into action this afternoon.
They've already got 3 threes, does Gretna East, and we've yet to see their leading scorer take the floor. Drake Brown coming off the bench averages 18 per game.
That breaks the run by Gretna East, 11-1. They lead it though by 10. Here's Hawley to the free throw line. Left side as Levinson drives, nothing there. Back outside to Hawley, this time from the left side. His three doesn't go. Max Judy comes down with it. Works with it out front. The dribble. Here's Shelito to Ayler Bell, almost knocked away. Goes into the backcourt as Levinson got a hand on that one. Ayler Bell on the dribble, drives left side, tries to dump it down low. Bell turns it over as Drake Brown, who you just spoke of, checks into the game along with Brody Boone.
In the game for the Griffins.
Drake Brown, a 6'3" junior. Gering on the toss, and they work it quickly to Judy. Top of the key in the corner, right side. Shelato. Shelato finally finds Judy. Judy, big jump stop, puts it up with the left hand. It doesn't fall. Rebound tipped around. Brown comes down with it. Brown into the paint to Holly. Holly looking, bounces baseline, looking for Winterbore that time. And there's a turnover on Gretna East. If you're just joining us, Hezekiah Garcia on the Gering side in street clothes this afternoon for the Bulldogs. Here's Ruziska on the dribble left side. Shelato looking inside for Ray. Ray has to chase down the errant pass and puts up the shot that won't fall. Ryland draws the foul. And the ball will be Gering's, as the foul was on Jake Hawley. That'll be his first. Third team foul on the Griffins. Outlet pass comes to Judy, cross court. Shelato with it, sporting the white headband again today. Ruziska picks up his dribble at the free throw line. Judy looking, finally get it to Ruziska. Gage, pull up jumper at the free throw line. That won't fall as Herman comes down with the rebound. Drake Brown with it. Got it on the wing to Herman, and Herman called for the offensive foul. Charging the call there.
Gives a wry smile like he didn't agree with the call, but I'd say that shoulder dip was about all you needed to see there.
Carson Herman with 2 personal fouls, and Gering yet to commit a team foul. Gretna East with 4, but Gering trailing by 10. A little bit of a scoring lull here with 2:49 left in the first quarter. As Judy turns the ball over. Get it ahead to Levinson. Right side to Brown, dishes down low. Nice pass to Bear, and Bear puts it up and in. 12-point Gretna East lead, 2.5 minutes left first quarter. Ray right side with it, goes baseline, he'll step back, take the jumper and drain it. Ryland Ray, 3 points for him. 10-point Gretna East lead. Brown, left side, deep 3 for Brown. That's going to come up short. Shelato down with the rebound. Ahead, Ayler Bell drives right side, gets the defender up in the air. And the foul comes prior to the shot. And Levinson with the foul. That'll be the first on him. Checking in for the Griffins, it'll be Beck Hovey. 15 foul on Gretna East. And Ayler Bell will step to the free throw line. Ayler scoreless in last night's win over Shadron. Averages 5 points a game. First one falls through for Ayler Bell. Makes it 13-4. Bell splits the pair. Shelato battles for the rebound, but it goes into the hands of Gretna East as on the run out, Drake Brown lays it up and in. 15-4 Griffins. Shelato for 3 right side, that won't fall. Boone down with the rebound. Up the floor to the free throw line. Brown, 3 ball on the way, count it. Drake Brown with 5, and that's off the bench for Gretna East. Minute 28 left. Shelato top of the key, right side pass. Ray drives, pull up jumper baseline, in and out. Drake Brown down with the rebound. Gets it ahead, looking that time for Brody Boone.
the game
And a turnover on the Griffins
for the Bulldogs.
as Deacon Tuttle checks in for the first time.
Into the Griffins, Logan Barcel.
And a substitution on the Gretna East side as Logan Barcel in for the first time. Nearing the 1 minute mark here in this first quarter as Rosiska works against Hovey. On the right side, picks up his dribble. Here's Ray to the free throw line, bounces down low. Shelato, low block. Shelato powers his way to the basket and puts it up and in. Shelato, his first 2 of the game. Deep 3, top of the key. Brown, that's off the front iron. Rebound into the hands of Gering. Max Judy with it. Judy will launch the 3. That'll fall off, but there's a rebound. Ray, that's knocked away. Gretna East has it. Levinson drives right side. Layup doesn't go, and Levinson will go to the free throw line. Much like the girls team, this boys team gets up and down the floor too.
A lot of similar body styles and size with these guys. That last possession down, they like that pitch back play, kind of that secondary transition look. Brown didn't knock it down, but they like that three-point look for him.
Levinson hits the first free throw. And it's a 14-point Gretna East lead as Levinson hits them both. Underneath a minute, 30-some seconds left. Rosiska on the wing, left side against Hovey. Still on the dribble. Nothing doing, they work it back outside. Tough defense by the Griffins. Judy to Tuttle and an offensive foul. And this one on Gage Rosiska. He picks up his first. So we've got 17 seconds left here in the first quarter. Drake Brown into the front court. Gets it to Levinson as they work it in the corner. Hovey. Bear to Levinson. Here's Brown, drives right side. Ball knocked away, it'll stay with Gretna East. Gretna East with a baseline toss in. Hovey gets it inside to a cutting Lawson Bear at the buzzer. And at the end of one, it's Gretna East 22, Gering 6 on the West Coast scoreboard.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital, exceptional care right here at home.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Back here at Cougar Palace on the campus of Western Nebraska Community College, 22-6, Gretna East leads Gering, and Gering, who has had a short bench all year, that bench made a little bit shorter as Hezekiah Garcia, who was seeing increased minutes this season, is in street clothes for Gering, so that will definitely play a role in this game here this afternoon.
Did he score double digits last night?
No, he did. He had 10 last night. Really been a spark off the bench for Gering. Gering starts with the ball the second half. Rosiska And Drew Soul, one of those bench players that doesn't see a lot of time. He's in the game for Gering. Here's Max Judy into the corner. Rosisco bring it out top. Rosisco picked up by Hovey. Judy with it, now 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Now 6. Shelato with it. Shelato, he's gonna have to launch a shot. That comes up short as Herman comes up with the rebound. Hawley with it. Finds Levinson. Levinson into the paint. Turn around. Won't fall. Deacon Tuttle comes down with the rebound for Gering. Out front, Drew Soul can't handle the pass.
Into the game for the Bulldogs, Ryland Ray and Eler Bell.
And another Gering turnover is Ray and Bell back into the Gering lineup. The Griffins operate with the ball, leading 22-6. Levinson, top of the key with it. Gets it to Hovey, top of the key. Back to Herman. Herman drives right side. They work it quickly. Back to Hovey. He kicks it out. 3 ball on the way from Levinson. And Levinson with 8.
A lot of crisp ball movement in the passing game right now for Gretna East on the offensive end. Got that open look.
Drew Soul, right side with it. Looking. Finally tries to get it inside to Tuttle. That ball in the hands of Ryland Ray, but they'll say Ray stepped on the baseline. And that will give it right back to Gretna East. Levinson leaves it for Hawley. He'll bring it across. Hawley with 2 threes in the first quarter.
They hit 4.
Hovey, right side with it. Here's Herman. Back to Hawley. 3 ball on the way. That one comes off the back iron. Levinson comes down with the rebound to Hawley as he saves him going out of bounds. He finds Hawley cutting to the basket, and he lays it up and in.
No box out. They get the O board, and then a defender got beat on the cut to the basket by Hawley.
Rosiska with it, top of the key. One hand pass to Deacon Tuttle. Here's Drew Soul. Ryland Ray with it, pull up from inside the arc, and Ryland Ray with 5. 27-8. Gretna East. 3 ball, Levinson. Nobody in his face, and Levinson drains it. And the lead grows to 32-8 here with 5 minutes left in the first half. Rosiska dribbling left side, has his pass intercepted. Long down court pass, Hovey on the run out, and Hovey, the 6'1 junior, lays it up and in. 32-8. Deacon Tuttle to Ryland Ray. Ray takes the off-balance shot from the baseline and drops that jumper. 22-point Gretna East lead, and the turnover at the Griffin end as Gering turns it back over as Ayler Bell loses the handle. And much like in the girls' game, they like to speed the opposition up, and we saw that in the girls' game, seeing a little bit here in this one in the first half. Drake Brown back into the East lineup. He's got it. He'll drive into the paint. Kick it back out to Boone. Back to Winterbourne. Good ball movement by Gretna East. Boone picks up his dribble, looking. He'll get it to Levinson for 3. That won't fall. Rosiska quickly up the floor for Gering. Gets it to Ayler Bell. Back to Rosiska from the top of the key. His 3 comes up short. And the Griffins with the ball. Brown gets it ahead, finds Bear, and Bear drives and scores.
That's just a nice look in transition. Knew he had the cutter trailing him and found him on the way to the rim.
24-point Griffin lead as Ryland Ray's shot doesn't go. The putback by Bell won't fall. And we'll have a foul on Gering's Ryland Ray. That'll be his first. And the first team foul on Gering here in this second quarter. Brown with it. To Winterbore, back to Brown, deep three. And Drake Brown with nobody in his face. He's got 2 threes, and the lead grows to 37-10. Ryland Ray from the corner right side answers back for Gering. As Brown driving on the play is fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Ryland Ray picks up 2 quick ones here in the second quarter. And Drake Brown off the bench with 2 threes in this first half. Drains the first free throw. One more for the 6'3" junior. He hits them both.
79% line at the line, and a three-point shooter at 34% from behind the arc.
39-13, Gretna East. And we've got a whistle and a foul away from the ball.
I think they got Brown on the hold.
There'll be a baseline toss in for Gering. Ruziska to inbound it. Here's Shelito, low block, drives to the basket, shot off the glass, doesn't go. Coulter draws the foul. Be the first team foul on the Griffins. Winterbore picks up the foul as Shelito shooting only 43% from the free throw line. Off on the first one. He had 9 points last night in the win over Chadron, a game that Gering had to come back to win. They were down by 7 going into the fourth quarter. One more for Shelito. Shelito, check that. He gets one more. (39-13). Gretna East. Shelito hits that one. And it's 39-14. Pressure now from Gering. Brown gets it to Winterbore. Winterbore drives left side to the basket, and it will have a blocking foul as Shelito looking to take the charge, but he'll be called for the block. That'll be the first on Shelito.
You notice where Gering goes to a little trap in the three-quarter, half court, and Gretna East literally slows down. It's like they take a deep breath, survey the landscape, and just get their guys in a position to break the press and had no issues.
Checking into the lineup for the first time, it'll be Andrew Dierking. Both free throws made, 41-14. 2.5 minutes left in the first half. Max Judy's three won't fall as Boone down with the rebound. Gets it to Brown. Brown to the free throw line. Kick to the corner. Dierking driving. Tries to kick it out. Throws it away. Then Gering throws it away. Ball still loose, but Brown comes up with it. Quick ball movement. Into the paint goes Barcel. And Boone tied up. Jump ball. And the possession arrow will keep it at Gering, the Gering east side. Deacon Tuttle into the Gering lineup. And Gering to trigger it in. Baseline left. Gets it into Brown. Brown drives. Baseline. Nobody there to stop him. And he puts it up and in. Nearing the 1 minute mark here in this one. Inside Deacon Tuttle. Get it out. Driving. Was Max Judy. And Judy draws the foul. And a non-shooting foul, so Gering will inbound. As the foul on Herman. I'll check that, it's on. They have number 3 down, he's not in the game. Jackson Ideas, I guess. There he is. Now, you didn't see him before. Now he's see him in the game. He's a 6'2" freshman. Turnover at the Gering end. Gretna East with it. Gering working out front. Barcel to Boone. Boone into the paint, the free throw line. The kick to the corner. Gering outside. Barcel. Barcel drives baseline. Cut off there by Ray. Outside for 3. Boone. It won't fall. Rylan Ray down with the rebound. Getting close to the 1 minute mark here in the first half. Deacon Tuttle for 3. Comes up short. Boone down with the rebound. He'll push it himself. Tried to bounce down low looking for Moyer, who's into the game. That turnover. Pass intercepted by Tuttle. And at the Gering end, a foul called. And we will put Rylan Ray at the free throw line. And foul on Brogan Moyer, a 6'1" sophomore, his first. Rylan Ray with 10 first half points. First free throw rattles out. Drew Soule in for Gering. One more for Rylan Ray. As he hits them both. He's got, check that, he's got split the pair, he's got 11. 43-15 at the Gretna East end. Boone drives, Boone with the layup as he drives down the left lane line. Brody Boone, his first points of the game.
Even with the lineup full of reserves on the floor, the offense still looks real smooth for Gretna East.
30-point Gretna East lead, 24 seconds left in the first half. Ray, here's Ruziska on the right wing. He'll launch the 3, and that falls through for Gage Ruziska, his first points of the game. 45-18, 9 seconds left. Gretna East with it. Ideas to Boone. Boone, left side, pulls up, baseline jumper that sticks between the basket and the backboard. And that will, let's see, I think the officials are discussing, they're going to put time back up on the clock as that pass, that ball stuck between the backboard and the rim, so they will put some time back on the clock. They will go to the scorer's table. And they will make it a jump ball. And the possession arrow pointing Gretna East way. They put 4 seconds back on the clock. So Gretna East will have 4 seconds. They will toss it in from the baseline. Gering to trigger it in. Gets it inside to Boone at the buzzer. That's blocked, and now we're at halftime. And Gretna East 45, Gering with 18 here at the halftime break on the West Coast scoreboard.
Looking Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
I told my dad, I said, see, I was nice to him. You see Oglala McCook?
Time score here of our second boys semifinal game this evening at Western Nebraska Community College. Chris Cottrell alongside Jeff Kelly, with Gretna East leading Gering 45-18 in the first game of the day that tipped it to this afternoon. The opening boys Class B, or opening boys semifinal. Scottsbluff wins it over Sydney 77-61, 61, a 16-point win. We catch up right now with Scottsbluff head coach Scott Gullion. Let's start with the first game of the day. Your guys match up. You win it by 16. We talked briefly right after the game, and even in a game you played pretty well, you didn't maybe put the hammer down when you needed to.
Yeah, I thought we had opportunities to really stretch it out, and we didn't do that. It came down to like defensive stops, but also credit to Sydney. I mean, I thought they shot it well. Thought it was one of their better games they've played, and they're going to continue to get better. I mean, they're just now getting full strength. I thought Kaiser looked as good as he's looked. I mean, knocking some rust off, and he made a couple threes and made some jumpers, and then obviously he's a bruiser around the rim. But I thought we had our opportunities to get a rebound or dive on a loose ball or run better offense. I mean, we scored 77 points, so I can't complain too much about offense. But thought we had those opportunities, and you just can't. It kind of felt like we were in complete control, and then you look up and it'd be 14 points. We get it to 20, and then it'd be back to 14. I don't know if I ever really got as much closer than that in the second half. But,
12.
That's just kind of how it felt. It was like we had our chances, but they kept, making shots and doing some good things on their end too.
Both Kaisers are pretty impressive, and Kean Kaiser, he's like a point center sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, good athlete, good ball skills, and if he's making threes, he can be kind of really hard to guard. I think ended up with 17. I think we had him for maybe.
Cale Kaiser had 17. Kean had 14.
Okay. And both those guys are good athletes. Tough to box out. They're strong, and then they jump well. I mean, tough matchup for us, but we got to do a better job of rooting guys out and going and getting the ball, being more assertive, trying to get it, aggressive. And at times I didn't think we did that.
Seemed like you were really getting out in transition. Nate was pushing the tempo, especially in that first half, getting transition baskets even after makes from Sydney at times. So it looked like the fast break game was really working well.
Yeah, we talked about that. I mean, a lot of times we talk about it, like make or miss, we want to push it right back at them. That was one of our keys to this game was, hey, we got to push the tempo constantly. I thought our guys did a good job running the floor. Nate's going to find guys. And we made some shots in transition. Sometimes it was the best shots to get is in transition. And I was happy to see our guys do that today.
All right, let's fast forward a little bit. Looks like we kind of know how things are going in this matchup, and that would mean a Class B Round 1 state tournament game from a year ago, a rematch tomorrow here for the Western Conference title with Scottsbluff. You guys taking on Gretna East. Just firsthand impression as far as what you're seeing in person today from the Griffins.
They play fast. They transition really well. Most times I have 5 guys on the floor that can shoot it or, have really good skills. So they can do a lot of things offensively, and they got a lot of guys that can shoot it when they get open shots, and they do a really good job of just, playing together, extra passes to get open shots, and they attack the lane well, and, they get after you on defense too.
A lot of their drives off the wing, that they even if they don't get to the paint for a paint touch, they like to kick it right back to that same side they drove off of, where there's usually a wide open shooter.
Yeah, they're going to get into the lane or close to it, and they'll make that one extra pass and make you scramble, get an advantage, and then make a good decision from there, whether it's them shooting it or you close out on them. And you got to continue to close out on these guys because they got so many guys that can shoot it. Our key is probably going to be we got to keep the ball out of the paint, out of the middle, and don't get ourselves in those situations defensively.
How tough is that to do?
It's a lot easier said than done, but we're going to have to really try hard to, your instinct is to help, and that's what they're kind of leaning on, and we're going to have to make them probably finish some stuff at the rim. But also at the same time, we just got to do a really, really good job on individual defense on keeping them out of the paint.
And then what makes certain teams really tough and individual players really tough is a kid like Drake Brown. I know he's coming off the bench so far this weekend. Even when you play great defense, he's the type of kid that can just rise up and score over someone.
Yeah, I've always kind of said great offense beats good defense, or great offense beats great defense. Even if you play really good defense, and our job is to make things as hard as possible on them as possible. We can't give them easy looks. We can't make many mistakes on them. It's going to come down to just being able to man up and individually defend your guy and keep them out.
Looking forward to it tomorrow as things are pointing in that direction for Scottsbluff and Gretna East for a rematch in the Western Conference Tournament Championship game tomorrow, a game that was played in Lincoln a year ago in round 1. We'll let you go on that, Coach. Congrats on the win today, and I know you guys will work hard on that scout tonight, and looking forward to seeing how things play out tomorrow. Man,
looking forward to it.
Should be fun. It's state tournament level basketball tomorrow.
Yep, we like these games, and we've had plenty of them, and it's a top 5 matchup in Class B out here at Cougar Palace. Doesn't get much more fun than that.
No, should be sweet. We'll come back with more. We'll get to the second half of Gering and Gretna East right after this.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
But yeah, I love working on the grill. I'll flip my burgers with season on them. I press them again. It's just really satisfying seeing how beautiful they turn out. Quite honestly, when I'm on the grill, we should really be charging double with the quality and love that I put into them.
I would definitely recommend Allo's business services to other companies. Allo's next-gen firewalls have allowed us to tie 6 physical locations together along with numerous remote employees to produce and collaborate and generate content for our local radio group. It is very important for Nebraska Rural Radio Association to have the best in internet and phone service. We rely upon that every single day. Allo provided me with a solution that fit our needs. They have a quality product, great technical support, and a local presence in their community.
Lead over Gering. In some girls action in the seventh place side of the bracket. Shadron defeated Ascent Academy 65-14. And on the boys' side, Alliance defeated Ascent Academy 86-19 was the final there. Pass thrown away by Gering, and driving all the way in and scoring is Winterbore. And not a good start for Gering, 47-18 as we start the second half. Gering working from right to left. Max Judy calling out Ayler Bell. Back to Ray. Ray right side looking. Finds Andrew Soles getting the start here in the second half. Coulter Shelato on the Gering bench. Almost turned over as Bell has to run down the errant pass to Judy. Judy into the paint, puts it up with the right hand. That won't fall. Bell with the tip. Hawley comes down with it for the Griffins. Ahead to Levinson. Back outside Hawley. He'll reset the offense. Here's Herman with it, driving, dishing down low, and he finds Bear, and Bear lays it up and in. And the lead grows for Gretna East. Gering with it. Here's Rylan Ray, trying to bounce down low, looking for the Bear.
When basically, sorry Jeff,
Yeah,
when basically everyone on the court can handle the ball, pass it, and shoot it, boy, it's a tough cover.
Quick inbound, three ball from the corner, Ruziska. Gage Ruziska, his second basket of the game. 49-21, that's exactly right. Everybody on this Gretna East team can handle the ball, and as Hawley fouled from behind.
And it was Hawley that got hot immediately, so then your attention goes to him. Levinson hits 3 threes in the first half. Brown comes off the bench and rips off 12 points. He's a smooth operator. This is a tough bunch from Gretna East.
Gretna East with it. Ball knocked away, but Gretna East comes up with it. Levinson driving into the paint, gets it down low. He finds Bear, and Lawson Bear with 4 points here in this third quarter, and the 30-point lead for the Gretna East Griffins. Bell with it, top of the key. Fires a pass to Soul, inside, low block, left side. Rylan Ray spins to the basket. That shot blocked by Herman, but the loose ball comes into the hands of Drew Soul. Ruziska, right corner with it. Directing traffic, gets it out front. Judy has it knocked away from behind. Gretna East quickly the other way. Long down court pass in the corner. As Levinson leaves it for Bear. Bear's layup won't go. Gering will come the other way. Ray out front with it. Ruziska directs traffic on the right wing. Soul. He'll go down low. They'll get it to Rylan Ray. Ray drives left side, cut off. They'll get it into the corner. Judy for three, and Max Judy, his first points of the game come in the third quarter. It's 51-23. And a basket at the Gretna East end.
Lawson Bear.
Lawson Bear with the basket, and the lead remains 20 for the Griffins as Bear travels with the ball. And we've got a wholesale substitution on the Gretna East side as Brown checks in along with Boone. Bear stays in the game. Beck Hovey into the lineup for the Griffins. Gering works it quickly, top of the key to Ayler Bell. Max Judy, top of the key, puts it on the deck against Brody Boone, who's into the lineup. And his pass tipped away from Max Judy, and Brody Boone on the run out. And it's now 55-23. Gretna East. Judy driving left side baseline, dumps it down low, finds Deacon Tuttle. Tuttle, his first points of the game. Gretna East with it. Here's Brown. Hovey into the corner to Barcel. Bear outside. Barcel for three from the right corner. Logan Barcel, his first points of the game.
They had a stretch of 4 passes where the ball was never dribbled and the ball never hit the floor.
On the feed from Deacon Tuttle, Gage Rosiska can't convert on the layup. Long down court pass. Brown, Barcel, and a basket. He's got 2 quick baskets here in this third quarter. 60-25, and a whistle and a foul at the Gering end. And Rylan Ray comes up a little bit slow, and now we will have, I want to say, Grayer Henton checking into the Gering lineup. And we don't have 22 on our roster, but I do believe that might be Grayer Henton. Grayer Henton usually wears 21.
Fouls on Drake Brown, his second team foul on East.
Gering with it, 3:23 left. They trail at 60-25. Rosiska draws the foul on his drive to the basket. And foul on Logan Barcel. That'll be his first.
Logan Barcel, his first.
So Gering with the baseline toss in. Quickly into the corner. Rosiska, his shot goes off the side of the backboard, but Ayler Bell with the rebound and the putback. Ayler Bell with 3. Brown driving, dishing the kick out. Boone for 3. That won't fall. Brown skies for the rebound and goes to put it back up and in. And Grayer Henton with the foul. And that'll put Drake Brown at the free throw line with 3 minutes left in the third quarter.
Brown, one of 3 Griffins in double figures. He's got 13 after that free throw make. Jake Hawley's got 8. A very balanced attack for Gretna East.
One more for Drake Brown. He hits them both.
Into the game for Gretna East, Jackson Ideas.
62-27. Jackson Ideas back into the Griffin lineup. Gering with it, Tuttle, and a whistle and a foul away from the ball. Brogan Moyer, the guilty party on that one. Brogan Moyer, a 6'1" sophomore, picks up foul number 2. 4th team foul on Gretna East. And Gering on a baseline toss in, almost knocked away as Bell tries to save from going out of bounds. And I think he hit the ball off of Brody Boone, and it'll stay with Gering. Soul on the inbound, finds Rosiska, spin move, puts up the shot, doesn't go. Boone down with the rebound. Boone gets it ahead. Hovey, left corner, he'll put it on the deck, into the paint, dumps it down low. Moyer, nothing doing there. Back outside Ideas as they work it quickly to Barcel. Driving, dishing down low, nice assist from Boone to Moyer. Moyer with 2, 64-27. Gretna East, 2:21 left here in the third quarter. Rosiska driving, dishing, mid-range jumper for Ayler Bell. That falls for the 5'11" junior. 64-29, and a 3 ball from Gretna East. Jackson Ideas, his first points in the game. Here's Hinton with it. On the left side, dumps it inside to Tuttle, nothing doing. Back outside Hinton. As Tuttle pulls it out and now starts to drive against Moyer. Nothing doing there, trying to dump it down low to Soul, knocked away, and traveling. Called on Moyer. Coulter Shellito in for the first time here in this third quarter. Spent some time on the bench, coming out of the halftime locker room. Inbounds pass, Max Judy with it. Shellito, back to Max. Max probing, nothing there. Now Moyer comes out, picks him up. Judy starts to drive baseline. Try to pass cross court that was knocked out of bounds by Leo Dowd, who's into the Gretna East lineup for the first time. Quick inbound, here's Judy to Bell, into the corner, Ruziska for three. That one rattles in for Gage Ruziska. He's got 3 threes in the game. He's got 9. 67-32. Gretna East, we near the 1 minute mark here in the third quarter. Ideas out front. Dowd, work it over on the right side to Dierking. Dierking, his first points of the game. 70-32 as we count it down, third quarter. Rylan Ray, top of the key with it, drives left side into the paint. Step back, shot won't go. And Moyer is fouled on the rebound by Coulter Shellito. And that'll be 2 on Shellito. For Gretna East with it, and 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Quick ball movement. Barcel, Ideas, Dierking, Dowd drives, cut off there in the corner. Barcel loses the handle as he started to drive. And then we'll give it back to Gering with 28 seconds left and the shot clock dark for Gering. Ruziska into the front court. Takes it left side, picks up his dribble, looks down low for Rylan Ray, and Ray fouled down low. Rylan Ray will go to the line to shoot 2, as the foul was on Gretna East Leo Dowd. 15 foul on the Griffins, as Rylan Ray, who had 11 points at the halftime break, looking for his first points here in the second half as that free throw comes up short. One more for Rylan Ray. Second leading free throw shooter on the team at 74%. Second one on the way is Ray splits the pair. His first points in the second half. 70-33, 11 seconds left. Dierking, top of the key, 3 ball on the way, and that falls through. Barcel with it. Barcel with 7 third quarter points, and at the buzzer, the shot falls short, and we are at the end of 3, and your score, Gretna East 73, Gering 33, as we go to the fourth on the West Coast scoreboard. We go to the fourth quarter of the boys' second semifinal game of the day, and it has been all Gretna East as they take a 73-33 lead here into the fourth quarter. For Gering, it'll be Bell, Ray, Ruziska, Judy, and Shellito. Gretna East with the ball to start the fourth and final quarter. Ideas with it. to Dirking, and an offensive foul away from the ball. And we'll pick up the foul. That's on Jackson Ideas. That'll be his first team foul. Check that second on Ideas. Gering with it. Ruziska finds Judy. Judy from the right wing for three. Short. And it bounces off of Ideas. And will stay at the Gering end.
You know, looking ahead to that third place game for the Gering boys tomorrow, taking on Sydney, you know, they didn't see a lot of those
They didn't
healthy
see Holly,
guys.
they didn't see Doty, and they didn't see Kean Kaiser.
So there is a big change in that matchup as far as the third place boys game tomorrow, and how will Gering be able to handle the two Kaisers on the boards?
Yeah, and especially if Hezekiah Garcia isn't back with them tomorrow. Here's Gage Ruziska for three from the left corner. That won't fall. Quickly up the floor, Gretna East Ideas with a pass for Hovey. He wasn't quite ready with it. As Dowd drives into the paint, his shot doesn't go. Ruziska quickly the other way for Gering. Pull up from the free throw line for Ruziska, won't fall. Dowd down with it. It's a 40-point Gretna East lead here in the fourth quarter. Ideas pull up. His jumper won't fall. Here's Max Judy, top of the key. Leaves it for Shelato. Shelato will launch from bonus distance. That's hard off the glass. Hovey down with the rebound for the Griffins. Dirking, Ideas in the corner, back to Dirking as they work it around the arc. On the handoff, back to Hovey. Hovey drives baseline. The kick out into the corner. Dirking with it. They look inside for Moyer. Ball knocked away. Gretna East controls. Dowd with it to Dirking. Dirking drives. The runner in the paint falls through. Andrew Dirking, he's got 5. 75-33 as Rylan Ray answers back at the Gering end. He's got 14 in the game. But the lead remains 40 for the Griffins. Second teamers on the floor for the Griffins. Here's a 3-ball on the way from Dirking. That comes up short. Gering the other way. Judy, left side, loses the handle. They'll get it to Shelato. He'll launch for 3, and that falls in for Coulter Shelato. So we go underneath 5 minutes. 75-38. Ball turned over at the Gretna East end. Judy up the floor, gets it ahead. Gage Ruziska, right corner, steps back. 3-ball comes up short. Hovey down with the rebound. Up the floor. And traveling. Called on Hovey. As Drew Soul and Deacon Tuttle back into the Gering lineup. Barcel in for the Gretna East Griffins. Judy, left side, tries to bounce down low for Tuttle. That pass knocked away. Turnover, Gering ahead. Dirking drives and scores. Dirking with 7 points all in this second half. 77-38. Gretna East. Max Judy trying to answer back with a 3 that won't fall. Gretna East quickly the other way. Dowd. They'll leave it. Ideas for 3. That's too strong. 3:44 left in the game. Tuttle stops top of the key. Judy, left side, gets it back out. Tuttle with it. Judy in the corner, left side. He'll pull it out. Get it to Ray, to Drew Soul for 3. That comes up short. Soul following his shot, gets the rebound, puts it back up. That won't fall for him, and Barcel comes down with the rebound. Looking ahead, he overthrows Brogan Moyer. And the turnover gives it back to Gering. Grayer Henton into the Gering lineup. And Gering with the ball. 77-38 your score. 2:56 left in the game. Henton, right wing with it, goes top of the key, trying to get it to, I believe that was Jacoby Elliott, as Barcel knocks it away to make it 79-38. Henton out front with it. Jacoby Elliott, he'll take the 3 ball. That's a hard off the glass, gets his own rebound. Work it inside. Grayer Henton puts up the shot that won't fall. And Gretna East quickly the other way. Nobody got back on defense for Gering, and Barcel having himself a second half. He's got 11. And it's 81-38. Gretna East. Dump it inside. Henton. And Henton fouled down low by Brogan Moyer. So Gering will move on to play for third place. And that game will be tomorrow at 12:30. We've got a 30-second timeout on the floor. Following this game, it'll be a girls matchup between Scottsbluff and Sydney. And the winner in that one takes on Gretna East tomorrow at 2. The loser will take on the Gering girls in an early one tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. These Gretna East teams on both sides, very impressive. I mean, you knew they were going to be, but you just, you know, we've seen Bennington out here. We've seen Creed out here. I mean, but I think these Gretna East teams can compete with either one of those teams.
Yeah, clearly Bennington, the Gretna East girls coach, said they're the cream of the crop at this point, but at least in terms of everyone else I've seen, the Gretna East girls, like next in line next to Bennington, I think they'd handle Ogallala, you know, fairly well. So just a lot of athletes, and even in this fourth quarter in this boys matchup, when they had all subs on the floor, you could tell they were all locked into the scouting report. Ryland Ray got loose, and you could tell multiple defenders getting a hand up like, oh, we got to check this guy. So they're just a well-coached squad.
Now Jacoby Elliott in the game. We don't have a number 23 on our program, so I'm not quite sure who that is. Derek Brown also in for Gering. Ideas with a deep 3 ball, and Ideas 2 threes in this second half.
They've got 12 threes in the game.
A lot of players on the Gering side with uniform numbers who weren't in the program here, as I'm not sure. Cody Bruner is number 13 for Gering. And a turnover at the Gering end, and this one will be a Gretna East winner. 43 seconds left. Hovey. Deerking goes cross court, 3 ball on the way, and that falls through for Leo Dowd. Everybody getting to the action this afternoon for Gretna East. 87-38, 24 seconds left. Grayer Henton driving down low. Get it outside, Bruner with it. Back to Henton, 13 seconds left. See if Gering gets off a shot. Jacoby Elliott drives right side, and Jacoby Elliott puts it up and in, and that will do it. As Gering falls to Gretna East, 87-40 is your final score. So as we said, the Gering boys will move on to play for third place tomorrow at 12:30 against Sydney. The boys championship game set up, Scottsbluff and Gretna East at 3:30. And we will figure out the opponents for the girls championship game, and the girls third place game as Sydney and Scottsbluff will match up here in just a few minutes. But your final score, Gretna East 87, Gering 40 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Changing leaf colors means yard work. Your friends at Tri-City Stormwater wants to remind you of the proper way to dispose of fallen leaves. Leaves make great mulch for trees and bushes and compost for future gardens. The city also has yard waste bins, so they can dispose of all your leaves at the city compost facility. Always keep your leaves out of the gutters. Not only do they cause clogging and flooding, they can pollute our waterways by causing nutrient overload. So keep your yard looking good and your drinking water safe, because it's our water, our responsibility.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
This isn't just a beautiful hospital. It's the home to exceptional patient care. This is where specialty clinics meet your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. This is us. Box Butte General Hospital. Great things are happening here.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Welcome back to Cougar Palace on the campus of Western Nebraska Community College. The boys' second semifinal game of the day is in the books, and the Gretna East boys will move on to a matchup with Scottsbluff at 3:30 tomorrow afternoon, as Gretna East wins it 87-40. And with the loss, Gering will move on to a third-place game against Sydney. As we take a look at I think we've got some of the final numbers. And as always, brought to you by Dr. Levi Bowen at Advantage Chiropractic. A lot of numbers on the Gretna East side, as I had Drake Brown down for 14. I think he saw limited time in the third quarter, but he finished with 14. He had 10 at the halftime break. Connor Levinson with 11. Logan Barcel with 11 all in the second half. 12 points for Lawson Bear. 8 points, Jake Hawley. Andrew Dierking with 7. Jackson Ideas with 6. 5 points for Lucas Winterbore. And Beck Hovey finished with 2. Brody Boone with 4 for the Gretna East Griffins, as they are now 12-5 on the year. Gering drops to 9-7. As their final numbers look like this. Only player in double figures for Gering. Rylan Ray finishes with 14. He had 11 at halftime, 3 in the second half. 9 points for Gage Ruziska, all on 3 threes. That in the game, he had 2 of those threes in that third quarter. He finishes with 9. Coulter Shelato with 6. I've got Ayler Bell down with 5. Max Judy well below his average. I've got him for 3 points, and 2 points for Jacoby Elliott and Deacon Tuttle. On the Gering side is a very impressive Gretna East team. Moves on to the championship game against Scotts Bluff tomorrow with a convincing win over Gering. We'll come back with more as the Gering boys drop it to Gretna East 87-40 on the West Coast scoreboard.
Life is crazy. Pain is stressful. How can anybody concentrate with these busy schedules? Now you can. This is Ben Moravec coming to you from Hydrozen, a float therapy business right here in Scotts Bluff. I'm here today to let you know we now have memberships for $49 monthly. You can guarantee yourself at least 1 float per month. You know how floating keeps your muscles relaxed, your joints relieved, and your brain clear to think? Now you can float at a reduced rate each month. Inquire today at hydrozenfloat.com or call us at 308-63-FLOAT. Hydrozen. Unplug and recharge.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at
And back here at Western Nebraska Community College as the final game of the day getting set. It'll be the Sidney girls and the Scotts Bluff girls to figure out who will take on Gretna East in the girls championship game. So we will take a break and we'll be back with that one following our break.
At the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.